At what point does this personal instruction comes in the life of a believer? Okay, let's begin with Adam and Eve. Their own instruction came at the beginning of their lives. Can you see that? Then their sons, Cain and Abel, say in the fullness of time. So at a point in their lives, maybe when they were 20, 25, 100, because by then a 300-year-old man was a teenager. Maybe. Then you talk about Noah. At a point in time in his life, he got that direction, building the ark. Then you talk about Abraham, came to him at the age of 70, leave thy father's house, and on and on and on and on. It is what you cannot determine. Nobody can tell you by the time you will be 27 years old, God is going to call you. No, no. But you can hear at a point in your life. God does not tell you too much so that you don't become an enemy to yourself. You get it? Just like a woman who gives birth or who is pregnant, and then she's told everything about the child. Do you know that she can be the one to destroy the child? You get it? She may either, let's say this woman, she's poor, now this child is born, and then prophecies come, this child is going to wipe off your tears, this child is going to travel abroad, this child is going to be this and that, this child, blah, 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 blah. Now, she can destroy the destiny of that child by becoming overprotective. Can you see that? She could destroy the destiny of that child by talking too much. It could manifest in different ways. Do you understand it? So God does not tell you too much. That's why he said in verse 11 of Jeremiah 29, I know the thoughts I have for you. They are good and not of evil, to bring you an expected end. So whatever I tell you to do, just do it. When Mary gave the servants that instruction, did she tell them what will happen? He said, just do what he asked you to do. But I know, my son, something will happen. Do you understand it? So at what point in your life does God say, okay, this is the path I want you to go? You can't determine it. You can't. It gets to a point, there will be a twist in your life journey. So nobody can tell that, okay, at this time, that's when God will know. What's his name? Prophet Samuel never knew when God called him. Was called at the age of 7 or 5? 7? Yes, at the age of 7. But now, when did God call David? David didn't know. His father didn't know. His brothers didn't know. Even the prophet had no idea. So it was at a point God said, go to Jesse's house and anoint me a king. He didn't even call him a name. He got there and he started trying all. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. What are your sons? My sons are finished too. Except because in Jesse's mind, a king should be well built, man of stature, must have strength, must have knowledge of war. Don't you get it? But this boy, I love him. He's my last born. It cannot be him. He's a small boy. Do you understand it? But eventually it was one. Are you with me? So, okay, how about mine? You already know the story. You know, having worked with God for decades, And suddenly I just felt I got these openings that came on and on and on and on and on to leave Nigeria. And at the end, after about 4 years, yes, after about no 4 years, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6 years. For about 6 years, I said, okay, because he kept coming from different countries. I said, okay, haven't prayed, and she herself had prayed, different people praying, and all that revelations were confirming it. I said, okay, let's go. And we did everything. Everything was okay. It was at the last time, the nick of time, denied. It was that denied that opened up my mind for curiosity. And he says, this is what I wanted to do. And a year later, he told me, this is the America that I actually wanted you to travel. So you can imagine God calling an assignment the United States of America. Do you understand it? Because anybody in the US is perceived to have been settled for life. Is that not? Because it's a land of opportunities, a land of glory, a land of civilization, a land of no pain and all that. That's what people perceive. Okay, but which means this assignment is a land of milk and honey. Is that not? But you have to first of all build it, because America was built with the blood of some patriots. Can you see that? Nobody can ever say, I know when God is going to call me. And nobody can tell you that this is the time that God is going to call you. You get it? So the only thing is that whenever it happens, one thing is expected: trust and obey. Trust and obey. Another thing is very important. God does not call an idle man. All the people that God called, they are men who were working. They were all men who were busy working. When I say working, I'm not talking about doing their business and all that. No, I'm talking about in the business of God. You get it? Because it is the experience you have gathered in that previous business that is going to show you so much more when this horizon opens up. Do you understand it?